Hello again. Today we're going to talk about the loading phase. It's the first 2 days of the program, and the one thing that I want you to know that I'm going to tell you 3 times during the course of this short little video is it's the hardest part of the program. So that's the number 1 thing that you need to know. The number 2 thing is it's the hardest part of the program. And then third is it's the hardest part of the program. So you may not be laughing, that might not be funny right now, but when you get to the loading phase and you start into it, you're going to say, oh my God, she wasn't kidding. This is indeed the hardest part of the program. So why are we loading? This is counterintuitive to add all of these high fat, high calorie foods in when we're trying to lose weight. So we have drops that we take during the program, and those drops get triggered by fats and high calorie carbohydrates that are coming into your body. So we want to make certain that there's an abundance of that there so that those drops can recognize them. So for 2 days, you're going to be eating high fat, high calorie foods. Now, a little caveat there. If you're somebody who has had a sensitivity to fatty foods in the past, maybe you don't tolerate your deep fried or really greasy foods, you're going to err on the side of the higher calorie carbohydrate foods. So something like donuts, croissants, pizza that has the carbohydrate and the fat. So it's not just a straight deep fried wing or chicken finger or something along those lines. Most people can manage dairy, and so we suggest dairy and milkshakes specifically. Anybody who is diabetic or pre-diabetic, you're going to err on the side of those fattier foods, and so dairy would be good for you, and maybe you can tolerate those deep fried foods. Anything high calorie, you're shooting for 5,000 calories. The only people that might need more than that I have already spoken to. And if I have reached out to you because in those first 2 weeks you've tracked your calories and you have eaten less than 1,000 calories and your body has already been in a starvation mode, then I would have talked to you so that we can get your body nourished and get an adequate amount of calorie in there so that then you can go on to this loading and then the losing phase. So for right now, we're going to add those calories in. We're going to alert those drops to those high fat, high calorie foods. And then on day 3, when we go to the losing phase and all of those fatty and high calorie foods come out, the drops will go after that same abnormal fat that's on our body. And remember, belly button to mid thigh, that's the biggest portion of that fat. Certainly we carry it other areas, but we want to get a good target going for that. We want you to lose inches in addition to the pounds, and that's how we do it with the drops. So first morning getting up, 7 a.m., you're going to take those drops. Those first loading days, there's going to be 7 drops, 3 times a day. If you're somebody who sleeps in and you're loading on the weekend, get up, take those drops at 7, wait for 10 minutes, have yourself a big old breakfast, and then go sleep on it if you have to. But you have to start eating. You can't get up at 11 o'clock in the morning and think that you're going to catch up on those calories. 5,000 calories, it's a lot of calorie. So get a good start early, graze all day, and 5,000 is your target if I haven't told you that it's more than that. And remember one last thing, it's the hardest part of the program. See you on the other side.